Good afternoon, good afternoon. Super excited to be on. I hope everybody is having a wonderful day. Ready to get this thing started in just a few minutes. Let me send out some invites. Hope everybody is having a great day. If you're getting on with us, go ahead and say hello. Let me know how you are doing today, how your day is going. I'm looking down because I'm inviting people to the live currently. Getting those invites out, getting everybody we can on here. Alright, guys. Let me check this out. Okay, that's good. Alright, guys, if you're just joining us, go ahead and say hello. Go ahead and say hello. This is Brian Austin, as always, brought to you by ThunderMadeLife.com and the LifeSmith Project. Hey, man, that's what's up. DeSaint, that's my boy right there. I'm going to hit the gym. Yeah, I got to do this. Get this done. I'm going to give out some nuggets. Kilara, thanks for being on. I greatly appreciate you, as always. Alright, I think we're going to talk about will help a few people. I'm going to give Facebook a couple minutes to do its job. always, Barbara. Yes, he is a joy. Everybody can hear me all right on here. I'm using a different device to do my live than I normally do. And I had to use Bluetooth to make sure my mic worked okay. And I just want to make sure you guys can hear me. So, let me know. Somebody let me know if you guys can hear me okay. Alright, hold on, let me turn down notifications on this phone over here. Alright guys, give me another minute or two. We're going to get started. I just don't want any interruptions. And what I'm messing with over here, I'm actually doing a YouTube video on one device and a Facebook Live on another. But I want to capture the content and use it at the same time. So I'm using two different devices. So I'm just coordinating everything and making sure everything is working correctly. So, alright, it is 3:01. I'm going to wait one more minute. As always, my share guys down in the bottom right corner. If you think anybody will get some value from this, go ahead and share it. If not, at the top, you can type in at the LifeSmith and check out my business page and everything we got going over there. The LifeSmith Project is about one thing. It's that you can unlock any future that you want, regardless of the past that you've had or the past that you've gone through. You know, your future doesn't even call your past to see if you're qualified for your dreams. It never comes up in conversation during the interview. So it's just a decision you have to make, and a decision you have to choose to do is overcome who you are or whatever hang-ups are within you. Thank you, Kilara, so much for the share. Whatever things are, within you to keep you going. So I'm going to start this video over here. Alright, welcome YouTube and Facebook Live. We are here today, as always. This is Brian Austin, as I said, with the LifeSmith Project, brought to you by ThunderMadeLife.com. What we are talking about today is something that's really important to me during daily clock defense, and I wanted to give it to you before a lot of people would have got off work. So I want people to be able to see this on their way home, or as they're going home, or getting ready to leave the office, whatever that is, leave the job site. I want them to see this. I was blessed, depending on how you look at it. I was blessed, it was muddy and things didn't work out the way we planned, so we took off an early day, so I wanted to use that time wisely. I wanted to utilize it and bring something to you guys who may not have got off early today and may have had a bad day, or gone through some stuff today, and allow you to use this and absorb this and take it for what it's worth, and have it help you going into going home today. Because something that's really important to the Daily Clock Defense show and the LifeSmith Project is that you get home with the best of you. You don't just bring the rest of you that's left, so to speak, after your day has wiped you out or upset you or drained you or whatever. You don't bring the rest of you home to your family that's left. You really take the time to make sure that they see and have the best of you, because that's what they deserve. You're working for them and you're doing everything you do for them, so you should bring the best of you home to them, right? So, but a lot of the time our day sticks with us and carries over, and I just want to do a little exercise today and show you. It's something that I do. It's a little unorthodox, but it's something that I do that really helps me. and it's helped me decompress from my day and move forward throughout my day, you know, and get through the stuff that I need to quickly. Like, that's the thing, you know, people are like, oh, I'm not, I had somebody tell me, they're like, oh, I'm not a robot, I can't just ignore, you know, my emotions or ignore my bad day like you. You guys, I'm not a robot. You know, a few years ago, I was someone that ripped off my car door because I got so mad. Like, I literally got so angry that I ripped off the truck door to my truck and threw it across the freeway. Like, so I definitely have emotions. I'm just growing to learn how to deal with them better and deal with and recognize my triggers. So, you know, what I do now is I go through my process just like everybody else. I just go through it faster. Yeah, damn, it's crazy that my temper was that bad, but it was, you know, and I recognized that, and I realized that it was, you know, a setback and things that held me back in life, and I started to work on me, you know, and take the challenge on head on and intentionally. So, I go through a process still just like everybody else. I've just learned to go through it faster. Because as I trained on another video a little while ago, do you have a bad day or do you have a bad 5 minutes that you string on all day? Do you have a bad hour at work that you let ruin the next day and a half of your life? So what I do when I have bad moments or I get upset or whatever that is, I just get through it faster than I used to and faster than the average person does. And I'm going to tell you something I do to do that. It's called my 5-minute exercise, and I hope that it helps you. Like I said, it's a little unorthodox, but it works for me. It works very well for me. And what that is first is I take the first 60 seconds, okay? And this is what I do when I'm, you know, either getting ready to leave, because I work about 3 blocks, 5 minutes, somewhere around there, from where I live. So it's very close. So I don't have a lot of time between the two. So either it's in the parking lot before I leave, or it's on the way home before I get to my house, right? It's on the way home. I'll pull into the driveway before I go upstairs to my house. I do this, you know, I take this 5 minutes and do this exercise. So what I do is I take the first 60 seconds, and whatever I'm mad about today that's still bugging me, I just get insanely pissed off. Like, I literally just blow a gasket. Like, I don't like scream and yell and throw a crazy fit because I'm by myself and that just makes you look like a crazy person. But in my head, like, I let myself actually feel the emotions that I've been putting off all day. Because either I couldn't yell at that customer, or I couldn't yell at that subcontractor, or I couldn't get into that with my boss, or I couldn't, whatever it was, due to the situation of, you know, wanting to keep your employment a lot of the time, that a lot of us go through, you could not react the way you wanted to. So the fact that you shoved that emotion back down actually made it drag out longer, psychologically, and actually made it bug you all day because you weren't actually able to express the way you feel. So what I do in my head is I take 60 seconds and I just get mad about it. Whatever I could not express before. You, blah, 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 I might swear, whatever it is. Whatever I need to do to release that negative energy that I've been holding on to all day because I could not react the way I wanted to, right? Then I take the next 60 seconds and I think about what is the worst possible outcome of the craziest thing I can think of. Because you're doing this already, you're just doing it in passing, okay? When something bad happens, you made a mistake at work or whatever it is, okay, throughout your day, you don't take the time to actually do this, you know, consciously and focus on it, but you're doing this all day. Stressing in the back of your mind about oh my God, what's the worst thing that's going to happen, and what if this happens, and what if that happens, and oh my gosh this, and oh my gosh that, and you're every couple minutes and every, you know, 10th passing thought is something terrible that might happen, or the fear of the unknown or possibility related to this problem. We all do it. It's a natural, you know, thought process when you're analyzing a problem but still having to go about your day, right? So I take 60 seconds, I'm like, oh my God, what's the worst possible thing that could happen? Like, I did this, and the whole house burns down, and everything catches on fire, and blah, 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 blah. And I just literally, like, I entertain what's the worst thing that could happen. And I do this to set up the next 60 seconds, right? The next 60 seconds is what is most likely to happen. What is the most rational outcome of what the problem is? Okay, this is the problem that upset me. This is the thing I've been dragging with me throughout the day. What is the most likely outcome of that problem? Because once you take that 60 seconds, you're going to laugh at half of the things you said in the 60 seconds before that. And even the 60 seconds before that. Because once you realize what's actually most likely to happen and you take the time to analyze that, the ridiculous things you came up with 60 seconds ago about what could happen will make you laugh. A lot of them will make you laugh. And that is going to kind of break your ice. That's my icebreaker moment. It's about at 2.5 minutes. I start thinking, oh, I was cussing 60 seconds ago and I was all mad about this, that, and the other. And now, I'm realizing that, okay, yeah, that was kind of an outrageous thought to even think about, and there's no way that's going to go that way. It's just not physically possible. So taking that rational 60 seconds is the icebreaker for me, and it makes me start to laugh at myself about all of the crazy things that I thought of as a possibility for 60 seconds that we all do. Like I said, throughout the day, we're just not admitting we do. So the next 60 seconds... Okay, because it's a 5-minute exercise. We're on minute 4. The next 60 seconds, I think about things I did today that I was proud of. Or things I accomplished today that I was proud of. Okay, because it's hard to be upset and proud of yourself at the same time. It's hard to feel gratitude for an accomplishment and be upset at the same time. Your brain doesn't work that way. That shift of awareness and that shift of thinking to your accomplishments and the things you actually got done today and the things that you're actually proud of will actually shift your brain psychologically from being upset, okay, and groveling and sitting in this, angry, mad zone to being more happy and being more, content with the way life is, because, like I said, it's hard to feel grateful and angry at the same time. Okay, your brain doesn't really operate that way. So I think of things I'm proud of, and like I said, grateful is our last 60 seconds. As I'm getting ready to go home, I take 60 seconds to think of all the things I'm grateful for that I did all of that stuff for today. Why did I get myself in the situation that even got me pissed off in the first place? It's because I love my son, and I love my wife, and I love my family, and I love the things that I have, so I will make those sacrifices willingly. I'm grateful for the fact that I have multiple ways that we gain income into our house, so we don't have to be afraid of a bad day or a bad week or a bad check or a bad anything. I'm thankful, I'm grateful, so I'm grateful to be in the situation that even allowed me to get upset. So, that's what works for me, guys. It's called my 5-minute exercise. I do it every single day, whether I'm the passenger in the car or sitting in, the driver's seat getting ready to leave the parking lot, or no matter where I am. I take that 5 minutes and psychologically, and mentally do that with myself in my head. And it helps me a lot. It helps me to decompress for my day. It helps me to realize that a lot of the time I was letting ridiculous stuff bug me for hours and hours of my day, and I'm a better person than that. I appreciate that. Thank you, man. I hope that it helps. And I've allowed it to, the ridiculous things I've allowed to push me in a different mindset or push me in a different direction today that I didn't even want to go. So what it is the first 60 seconds is I just blow up about it. I release the emotions that due to whatever situation I was in, whether it was a supervisor or a customer or a client or anything, that for the sake of it, I could not blow up on them. I take 60 seconds and I release those emotions with myself. Okay? The next 60 seconds, right? The next 60 seconds, what do? I take and I think about the worst thing that could possibly happen. What's the worst situation? All of the outrageous thoughts that are already going through my head, making me stress out about the what ifs and the future and the anything of what it could be. The ridiculous distance of fear that our brain goes in a bad situation. I just let those fly for 60 seconds. And then the next 60 seconds is called, that icebreaker moment where you analyze what's most likely to happen and what'll actually happen. rationally happen. And a lot of the time, about halfway through thinking of what's most likely to happen and what will rationally happen, you're going to laugh at yourself, because you're going to think about the fact of all the things you cussed about in the first 60 seconds and got so mad about, and then all of these things you worried about that could happen, and that you've been stressing about all day. And then you're going to realize what's more than likely going to happen and what's rationally, and you're going to laugh at yourself. You're going to laugh that you got that upset about all of these things. You really will. And then I think about my 4th minute. I think about what I'm proud of today. What did I accomplish? What did I get done? Even if it was a bad day, I find something that I can be proud of myself for, proud of my team for, proud of whatever, that we accomplished something. And number 5, in that 5th minute, I think about what I'm grateful for. I think about what I'm coming home to. I think about what I worked so hard for and why I got through that moment. And I don't let it stay with me, because you can't be upset about work. You can't be upset about a client. You can't be upset about a boss. When you're grateful, when you're in a mindset of being proud and grateful of yourself and your accomplishments and the things that you have in your life, because your brain just doesn't function that way, as I said. So that's what I do, you guys. I hope that it helps you, because it helps me a ton. That's my 5-minute exercise. I do it every day on my way home, whether I am at home, in the parking lot before I go upstairs, or leaving work or whatever. I make sure I take 5 minutes and mentally rehearse these 5 60-second routines, and I decompress, because your family deserves the best of you, you guys, not just the rest of you that's left. Your kids don't understand that you have to work or whatever. They might understand that you have to work. They might understand all of the bill situation or whatever, but they don't understand why you're mad at them or why you're upset just because they want to spend time with you or want to play with you or want you to just be their parent or be their friend or be whatever you are to the people around you. They don't get that you're just pissed off about work, because it's not their fault. So you have to find a way to bring the best of you home, the best of you to the business meeting, the best of you to, drinks after work, the best of you to wherever you're going, because the people in your life, especially your family, deserve the best of you, not just the rest of you that's left at the end of the day. That's an excuse, and it's a choice that we make. So I hope that these 5 minutes help you decompress from that and avoid it completely. This has been Daily Clock Defense on LifeSmith TV. We want to give you a way to defend yourself, from the clock and everything that happens while you're at work, whether, it's the mindsets that you're there or leaving what happened there, so you can go home and have an amazing night and afternoon with your family, because that's what you do it all for, right? So we love you guys. I hope you have an amazing evening, amazing rest of your afternoon. Be safe on your way home if you're going home from work. If I know your family, kiss them for me. If I don't, kiss them anyway, because I hope that this helps them, and I hope that anybody that sees this brings value to your day. So as always, love you guys, bless you. Go ahead and share down here. Search at the LifeSmith in the top bar if you want to find us and do anything with us. The LifeSmith project is about one thing, and that's unlocking whatever future you want, no matter the past that you have. So have a good one, guys. We'll see you later.